Alright guys, this is how you get past your approach anxiety in 3 easy steps and within 1 week. Guaranteed if you do these steps. Step number 1 is you're going to go out for at least a day and a half to 2 days at least and just observe women. You're just going to observe them wherever you go. Whether you're going to bars, whether you're going to clubs, whether you're going to parties, whether you're just going out to stores, whether you're just on the street, you're just going to observe women. And while you're watching, what you're going to do is be thinking in terms of opportunity. Your first opportunity is come up with what would your opener be for that particular situation. Make an observation and think about what would be the opener for that situation. For example, let's say you see a woman standing on the sidewalk and she's got her cell phone out and she's texting someone. What would be your observational opener for that? Well, very quickly it'd be this. Hey, I just saw you there texting somebody on your phone. Are you one of those one-thumb texters or are you a two-thumb texter? And there you go. Boom. You're into a conversation with her. And you're going to do this for the next 2 days. All you're going to do is observe. You're not going to actually use the opener. And there's a reason for this. What you want to do is push yourself well past the point where you feel like, you know what, I could actually use that. I could actually have walked up to her and said that. I feel like I could do that now. What you're doing is you're creating a positive mental momentum towards approaching women. The point of the exercise is simply to push yourself well past the limit where you feel like, well, I could do that. Because if you go past that point in your head where you have the mental momentum, where you're almost like being pulled into the situation where you almost have to do it, that's going to be ideal for approaching women. Step number 2 is for at least 2 days also. For the next 2 days, what you're going to do is you're just going to simply say hello to the people you pass by on the street. You can wear sunglasses if you want when you do this, so you don't even have to look at them, but all you're going to do is just say hi. So whenever you pass a woman on the street, you just give her a quick, hey, how you doing? And you walk past her, keep going. Again, the point of this exercise is to get you past that point of positive mental momentum to the point where you're frustrated that you can't do more. That's why you do at least those 2 days. No matter how much you may feel like you can skip on to the next step, you've got to keep doing it until there's this pull that says, oh, I can't wait till tomorrow when I can actually do something. So that's it for day number 2. All you're going to do is walk by women and just say hello to them. That's all. You're not going to engage them in conversation. You're not going to get into a long dissertation. You're not going to try out your opinion openers. You're just going to do what you can do right now. And now for the last part of the week, the last step of this exercise, step number 3, what you're going to do is follow through in the morning. You're going to just start out with the observational technique of looking at the women and seeing what would be your opener in that situation. Step number 2 for a little while will be to then just walk by women and just say, hey, how you doing? Or hello, and keep on walking. Don't stop. Followed up by the final step, which is to stop and actually talk to some women. Use some of the openers that you've been creating and generating in your head, which you've been doing now for the last couple of days. Stress-free environment, right? You didn't have to actually approach. Now you can use that positive mental momentum to pull you into actually wanting to talk to a woman. This makes sense, doesn't it? What we're doing is we're setting it up so that there is a downhill slope that basically you can roll down and fall into your approaches with. That's the way you want it. You want every approach to basically pull you in, not to feel like you have somebody pushing behind you that has to get you into that approach. There's my simple 3-step, 7-day approach to getting past your approach anxiety. And it works. It's guaranteed to work if you actually go through the steps. Remember though, the most important thing you have to do is follow it exactly as I laid out. For the first 2 days, you do nothing but observe women and come up with the openers that you would use. If you see a woman standing there talking to her friend and she's got a really interesting handbag, there's your opener. What would you say to that? That's your exercise. That gets your mind in the mode of thinking about approach and thinking about it positively, especially when there's no stress and no pressure to actually do it. Step number 2 gets you into the process of just interacting with people with, again, no expectations. You're just saying hello and then moving on. No pressure, just getting out there and doing it. You'll see that interacting with people isn't nearly as scary as you probably painted it out to be in your head. And for step number 3, you'll finally get out there and start talking to women because you'll have the positive mental momentum that's pulling you into these interactions with women. And believe me, that's the ideal situation. There you go. There's your 3 steps that are going to kill your approach anxiety. Dead. Period. And if you want more information like this, make sure you sign up on my newsletter. I'm going to send you more videos like this. I'm going to send you more training and more information to get you plugged in and dialed into approaching women, attracting women, and getting the alpha lifestyle that you want. I'll teach everything from the inner game of confidence to the outer game of conversation and attracting women. And make sure you sign up onto the newsletter so that you can get more tips and more power strategies for approaching women. And I'll show you more about how to get real alpha day game. Just sign up, put your email in the box below, click the button, and you get on my advanced tip and notice list. Sign up now.